themselves. Some see me as a suicide spot. Some see me as a platform to woo the villagers and become the next MLA. I'll tell you all about it. Watch Manila Tank, a Z5 Telugu original series. Streaming now. Also available in Tamil. Subscribe to Z5 now.
इडली वड़े डोसे
Boss, what are today's specials?
सेमा स्वैग ढोल एक्शन केका म्यूजिक साड़ी पुड़ी बॉयज तब्बू तलाश सुपरस्टार्स अल्लू अर्जुन जूनियर एनटीआर अजित कुमार अनुष्का शेट्टी काजल अग्रवाल आरआरआर बंगार राजू स्पाइडर वलीमाई गरुड़ गमन वृषभवाहन मेर्सल अनंतम
Super! Z5 brings you South Express. 1,000+ movies, 100+ originals, and more in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam. Streaming now on Z5. From the makers of Pictures and Tripling comes yet another heartwarming tale.
बच्चे माँ के पास कह दिया तो कह दिया।
बाप के पास नहीं रह सकते क्या? पैसे हैं तुम्हारे पास?
तो 1 साल दे दो, कुछ कमा लूंगी और ले जाऊंगी उन्हें।
A devoted mother and a spirited entrepreneur set out to challenge social stigmas.
वंडर अचार से आए हम मेरे अचार लेके।
TVF brings you Saas Bahu Achar Private Limited. Streaming now on Z5. Subscribe now. Did you hear about Manu?
Ah, I heard some neighbors gossiping about it.
Shh, talk softly. It's shameful. Going door to door to sell it. Going against her in-laws, the society.
Really? What is she selling?
It's a condom.
Huh?
Will Manu be able to convince this orthodox small town to accept the importance of condoms? Find out in Janhit Mein Jari. Premieres July 15th only on Z5. Subscribe now.
हर 24 साल में एक बार यमलोक से एक आत्मा मृत्युलोक पर आती है। इस बार वो आत्मा भंगार राजू की आत्मा है।
A mega Telugu blockbuster that smashed box office records, featuring superstar Nagarjuna and his son Naga Chaitanya. Bangaraju, a colorful must-watch family entertainer. Now in Hindi. Streaming now, only on Z5. Subscribe now.
Radio D Hotties, the best and hottest Indian radio network in the entire world.
Mahima Creations.
Proudly present Premier Evening Drive Time Show. Pampam!
Yes, you heard it right.
Pampam! Every
Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday. Let's beat the traffic. नमस्कार नमस्कारा खुशामदी सत श्री अकाल जय स्वामी नारायण
जय श्री कृष्ण
जय जनेंद्र
हमारे भाई को बोलते याली मदद
मौलानी मदद बोलते सारे फीजिए मतलब बोलेगा नीसा बुला बनजान हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारा मैं सवाल टू बब
एंड ऑफ कोर्स मैं सवाल टू रोने लेकर आपके लिए एक और ड्राइव टाइम शो दैट्स गोना मेक इट टोटली एक्साइटिंग एंड टोटली मस्ताने
ओह यस पर बाय द वे आई वांट टू रिफल आज का टॉपिक जो है मगजमारी वेरी नाइस वेरी ट्रू आई totally feel that when I'm working with you, total, like, you know, it's like MAGAJMARI for get this thing done, going up, you know, the struggles which you have to go through to make this show happen. कितना MAGAJMARI करना पड़ता है मैं यार, मुझे at least especially. My outcome MAGAJMARI obviously good फालतू है नहीं, so you enjoy, no?
बंधुजन देखो मेरे को क्या पापड़ बेलने पड़ते हैं, क्या
सहना पड़ता है,
क्या मगजमारी करना पड़ता है इस बंदे के साथ शो करने के लिए आप क्या
Excuse me lord
6 बजे अभी 6:30 हो गया ऑलमोस्ट
हाँ तो
एंड इतना मगजमारी एक शो को ऑन एयर लाने के लिए दबाव कितना टाइम लगाता है माय गुडनेस
तो
हाँ तो आपको मैं बता दूं कि आज ज्यादा मगजमारी मत करो जल्दी यहाँ पे कॉल करो क्योंकि आज हमारा थीम है वेरी सिंपल जो हमारी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में है वो हमारी मगजमारी यानी कि आपको अगर मगजमारी का मतलब समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मगजमारी मगज इज दिमाग ना उसको मारना है मतलब इट इज द स्ट्रगल्स दैट यू डील विद ऑन अ डे टू डे बेसिस
या एंड आई थिंक
हमारे आलतू बाबा ने बोला मगजमारी
करेक्ट यार सो मतलब मगजमारी का मतलब तो एकदम व्हेन यू एक्चुअली हैव लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेस यू गॉट टू गो थ्रू राइट दैट इज मगजमारी देखो लाइफ में ना मगजमारी होती है हर एक के लाइफ में मगजमारी होती है एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट स्टोरी टेलिंग ना हर एक फिल्म में हर एक फिल्म छोड़ो फिल्म आजकल हॉरिबल स्टोरी में ना यू हैव टू हैव मगजमारी यू नो व्हाट द इक्वल टू मगजमारी इज देयर फॉर यू पीपल लाइक यू हु आर शशि थरूर फैंस
I'm not Shashi Tharoor fan. उसका
Okay, what were you are the particular अंग्रेजों के औलाद, right? So
Okay, अंग्रेजों के औलाद है.
मतलब tell me, what is the equivalent of, you know what's the equivalent of that?
What is it? बोल ना.
Conflict.
मगजमारी का मतलब conflict है.
Yeah, so for instance, protagonist, antagonist, right? When the story has to move, there should be a conflict, right?
क्यों दो प्रोटैगनिस्ट के बीच भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट
अरे बाबा हाँ वही तो बोल रहा हूँ यार मतलब दिस इज अ डे टू डे लाइफ हम सब लोग अपने निजी लाइफ में एक्सेप्टिंग पीपल हु आर वेरी गिफ्टेड लाइक फालतू रानी दे डोंट हैव मगजमारी इन देयर लाइफ बिकॉज़ देयर पीपल लाइक मी हु विल डील द मगजमारी टू मेक
क्या रे ज्यादा बात कर
मतलब पैसे वालों के पास कोई मगजमारी नहीं होता फालतू रानी तू भी सही में
पैसे वालों के पास हां तो एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग है यू कैन नॉट बी मोर
coming back to the point right now the point is होता है but the point and I want to actually bring a always connection to our Indian cinema, saying that what they portray as Magajmari, sometimes it doesn't get to a Mari at all.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't get to my head at all. It doesn't get to my Magaj.
Yes, that's
it
true.
Totally goes out of my.
Magaj हो तो आएगा ना तुम बात ले.
देखा आ गई ना bully.
हाँ क्या bully?
हाँ bully आ गई तो वापस आ गई तो very good. I like it. The bully in you always is nice.
अच्छा.
Yes. तो बताओ. So what do you think? Do you really think they have, this has been something you've seen, like in movies which you relate to? I cannot relate to the movies you relate to, by the way, because तेरा तो of course the 1%.
नहीं आलतू बाबा जनरली हमारा ये सिचुएशन होता है राइट कि काफी सारे लोगों को जो मतलब अगर स्टोरी भाई भी किसी को काफी सारे लोग मतलब उससे रिलेट नहीं कर पाते.
हाँ वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. I can't relate to a Karan Johar film the way you relate to it. हाँ.
I don't relate to any Karan Johar film. I mean, okay, yeah. Some Karan Johar films, yes, of course. But then, it seems very far removed with the bombastic songs, the absolutely glamorous heroines.
Yes.
The action sequence. Even Yash Raj films. It doesn't seem like it's something that's connected with, just say, Na jaane mere. Wow, usse leke, like, that kind of thing to, ki jao Simran ji le apni zindagi types, What? That's not Magajmari. For me, it just seems very, very overly dramatized romance.
Yeah, you're right. I think. So I'll tell you what. I think the conflict is to be in those days a situation where it is to be man-made, like a villain not agreeing romantic movies. Mostly the girl's side or the boy's side will be the villain. Many a times. Have you noticed that?
Girl side or boy side? It's almost like that.
80s, 90s. I cannot understand it all because I think all parents are wonderful parents. They always think for the betterment of the child.
Not necessarily.
Oh, really?
Not
You differ?
Yeah. Oh, I just say no then. नहीं आलतू बाबा तू सोच जिंदगी की मगजमारी राइट फ्रॉम छोटी जब से पैदा होते हैं तब से होता है.
हाँ देखो फालतू नहीं मैं कहना पैदाइशी when I was very young मगजमारी होती थी कुछ वहाँ पे एक दुकान में एक चॉकलेट खरीदने का. पैसे नहीं होते फालतू नहीं पैसे नहीं होते.
आलतू बाबा
क्या जुगाड़ खाना
अभी तुम्हारे खाने के बारे में स्टॉप इनफ विद योर खाने का
मैं क्या बोल that is relatable मगजमारी for me. To be able to have a decent meal could be मगजमारी also.
देखो मुझे स्कूल जाते हैं अच्छे स्कूल में एडमिशन लेने के लिए मगजमारी होती है. अच्छे स्कूल में दाखला लेने के लिए मगजमारी होता है. इंडिया में एटलीस्ट हियर यू डोंट हैव यू काइंड ऑफ हैव अ स्कूल डिस्ट्रिक्ट दैट हैज टू टेक यू एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ एंड देन ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट उसके बाद मार्क्स के लिए मगजमारी, फिर पास होने के लिए मगजमारी, फिर कॉलेज में जाने के लिए मगजमारी, फिर कॉलेज के बाद डिग्री कौन सी डिग्री उसके लिए मगजमारी and then नौकरी के लिए मगजमारी, फिर छोकरी के लिए मगजमारी. My God, it just at every step of the way, when does it end?
That's true.
ऐसा मतलब.
लेकिन फादर again, that is true. I agree with you. तूने अभी तक जो भी बोला है, I totally agree with you. But the point is, what are bundles going to call about?
No, I'm telling you कि लेकिन हमारे बॉलीवुड या हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में हमेशा यही होता है कि जैसे मूवीज में दिखाते हैं आजकल के मूवीज देख लो गिने चुने मूवीज या इट्स सो अनरिलेटेबल. इतने फैंटास्टिक स्टोरी लाइंस लेके आते हैं. मतलब फैंटास्टिक मतलब आई डोंट मीन फैंटास्टिक इन अ गुड वे, आई मीन फैंटेसी बेस्ड स्टोरी लाइंस होते हैं एंड इट काइंड ऑफ लाइक ये क्या है.
See, I was thinking about अभी जो भी ब्लॉकबस्टर फिल्म्स आई हैं ना so far जो भी आई हैं ना they totally are not relatable to the common man. But still they become famous. I want to actually understand why this is. But this आप बताइएगा. Do you think a Bahubali has any connection to the Magajmari of day-to-day life?
Yeah, tell us. how many of you have a Mahishmati? And forget about Bahubali. I'm talking about even, okay, assume that Bahubali is one of those क्या कहते हैं मतलब
fantasy
epic movies,
epic fantasy movies,
मतलब mythological types.
हाँ ठीक है दे दिया. But how about let's talk about next one which is a very famous KGF. How many of them actually have a gangster in their midst? Oh, you actually wielding the gun around there.
Huh?
Batao, I don't know, but still they become famous faster. I wonder why. Do you think people keep aside Magajmari and they go because it's chal
like
life
हम लोग we should title this middle class Magajmari.
Hey, but even I don't think even the upper class will have this kind of a.
नहीं upper class में मगजमारी कोई और चीजों की होती है. जो हमारी मिडिल क्लास वाली मगजमारी होती है ये ना मतलब पेचेक टू पेचेक, क्रेडिट कार्ड डेट, बच्चों की स्कूलिंग, मॉर्गेज, फिर वो कंपटीशन होता है ना कि तुम्हारे बच्चे ने अपने एपीस किए हैं, तुम्हारे बच्चे का दाखला कौन से स्कूल में हुआ, कौन से यूनिवर्सिटी में हुआ.
ऐसा भी होता है क्या?
हाँ बहुत होता है बॉस. मैं ना आई वाज शॉक्ड कि यहाँ पे स्पेशली अमेरिका के लोग इतनी सारी चीजों के बारे में.
चलो एक और मगजमारी मेरे को अभी आ गया फालतू. क्या इज फोन कॉल आ रहा है, ले लेंगे because they won't share about something. ठीक है. But if you want me to change the title of the Samu show, I can do it.
नहीं चलेगा.
नमस्कार, आप खास बात है पाम के मगजमारी मंडेज में. Who's this? Hello.
Pampam on Subaba and Pampam for Surani.
अरे विभा जी कैसे हैं आप? अरे इनका भी होता है क्या मगजमारी? तो 1% में ना
ये तो. हाँ टॉप 1%.
टॉप 1%. आपको भी अच्छा ये आई थिंक जस्ट कमेंटिंग अबाउट समथिंग. मैं बाहरी कमेंट होता है उनका.
अच्छा मतलब वो लाइक आउटसाइड
मिडिल क्लास थोड़ी, ये तो अपर क्लास है ना मतलब.
हाँ करेक्ट.
हाँ तो बताइए विभा जी क्या.
नहीं पूछ लेते ना उनकी इसमें मगजमारी क्या है.
हाँ हो सकता है. हाँ बताओ.
हाँ
किसमें गाइस लाइफ में.
हाँ लाइफ में देखो हम लोग बात कर रहे थे तो आपके लाइफ में मगजमारी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में जो मगजमारी होती है वो क्या है मतलब कुछ बताइए. एंड इज देयर एनी मूवी दैट हैज कैरीड इट?
I think रोज की मगजमारी इस खाने में क्या बनाना है, खाना क्या बनाना है. That is a big headache.
ये तो हर पंजाबी हाउस होल्ड होता है. राइट. हर पंजाबी हाउस होल्ड में क्या होगा आज नाश्ता क्या बनेगा.
In the morning it starts क्या बनाएंगे, नाश्ते में क्या खाएंगे, फिर लंच में क्या खाएंगे, फिर डिनर में क्या खाएंगे. That's a headache.
Oh God, वो हेडेक है.
अरे फालतू के लिए that's why I'm telling you.
First world problems यार.
फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स. वही बोला ना फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स है ना.
देखो एक साइड में कि डिनर में क्या खाना है, इसमें क्या खाना है, कहाँ से मंगाना है, एक प्रॉब्लम है. ये इनकी मगजमारी है. एक और साइड पे
मेरी मगजमारी कहाँ से आएगा,
पैसा कहाँ से आएगा, डिनर के लिए डिनर होगा कि नहीं, वो एक मगजमारी है. राइट. वो भी तो हो सकता है. राइट. सो देयर डिफरेंट लोग. तो ये बताइए कि कौन सी मूवी में ये दिखाया गया है जो आप बोल रहे हो आपकी मगजमारी है कि डिनर कहाँ से है, मतलब डिनर क्या खाएंगे या क्या बनाएंगे.
Actually, it's not so much Magajmari for me, but these days like my mom is visiting, तो वो सुबह सोचना शुरू कर देते हैं कि क्या बनाना है, क्या खाना है. So that has also now transferred onto me and it has become my Magajmari also.
हाँ. मतलब आप आराम से उठते हो. मेन्यू में क्या है 1 2 3 ऐसे बोलेगा आप. How do you आपका कैसे आता है सवेरे मॉर्निंग कैसा होता है चाय वाय मतलब नौकर तो रहेंगे आपके बटलर.
I mean, I think that's one stress, and I think another stress that a lot of people, I think can relate to is, बच्चों के स्कूल का कि जैसे न्यू स्कूल ये शुरू हो रहा है. How they're gonna go, how is the child or are the children going to adjust? Like in my case, my daughter is going to be going to a new school district, new teacher, new everything. तो उसका आजकल मुझे पता है she will be okay. पर मुझे स्ट्रेस होता है कि how things go, will she be fine. तो ये भी एक स्ट्रेस ही है.
तो फालतू नहीं. आई थिंक विभा जी बोल रही है ना तो ये सही बात है. एंड आई थिंक वन मूवी व्हिच आई नो व्हिच हैज मेड गुड जस्टिस टू इट. ऑफ कोर्स वो दिखा रहे हैं इंडिया में कुछ सिचुएशन. ये जो था ना तारे ज़मीन पर, उसमें दे शो हाउ द मॉम इज स्ट्रगलिंग टू गेट द किड्स आउट ऑफ द हाउस.
ओह रियली? आई हैव नॉट सीन इट.
वो गाना सुना नहीं आपने?
नहीं.
क्या
नहीं
सुना नहीं आपने? देखा भी नहीं? अरे आज तो दिखाना पड़ेगा आपको यार. हाँ
कौन सा वाला? ओह सो He's saying तारे ज़मीं पर में जो मम्मी की वो जो ये होती है मतलब क्या कहते हैं मगजमारी होती है कि बच्चों को स्कूल घर से बाहर कैसे निकाले कहाँ मतलब how do you get the kids to what integrate into society, is that what it is?
No, getting them out into the house, from the house to the thing.
To school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you heard of the thing? It's called Jame Raho.
No.
Yeah, I've played it multiple times.
Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah.
It shows literally how much of a struggle it is for the mom to actually get the father ready, the brother ready, the boy ready, everything. Then finally she goes, but it's sure well.
Oh my God, that I think that is a magajmari that a lot of moms can relate to because
correct.
जैसे अब छुट्टियां चल रही हैं,
हाँ.
so you're always thinking कि क्या कर रहे हैं इसका बच्चे को कैसे engage करें, कैसे engage रखें. And once they go to school, you know that चलो at least 6-7 hours. That's one thing less to worry about, right? Like, what am I going to do?
Correct.
How am I going to keep the kids busy? So, there are all these really cool memes, when the new school year starts, and they'll show all these moms, like, getting together and stuff, and, I mean, I don't drink, but they'll show, like, all these moms getting together in the morning and having, like, wine and celebrating, ke chalo, good.
School shuru ho gaya.
School now, we have our morning back at least.
Yeah.
So, why are you disappointed that you don't drink?
Why?
No, I'm not disappointed, but I'm just saying that everybody has their own way of, let's just celebrating. So no, drinking is not.
You don't endorse it.
That's not something. That's not something I'm interested in. So,
you're not interested. Matlab, you're okay with, but you're not interested in. But you don't mind doing.
No, the thing is, the thing is that like sometimes this is a funny story, but sometimes like if I'm stressed out and stuff. I'll talk to my husband and I'll say, man, XYZ is really stressed out. At least they can have a drink and relax. And you know what he says to me? He says, he's like, I don't mind, if you drink. He said, but you're the type of person who will become like a piyakkad. So I'm scared of that. And then I don't want to have an alcoholic on my hands.
So मतलब नहीं मतलब आप तो सही पंजाबन हो यार. You actually आपके मर्द के बारे में ऐसे बात कर. My man, I don't want to बोलते.
आदमी के बारे में आदमी.
वाह सही में यार. That's nice. No, but
I've never felt an inclination ever
to what?
To drink. I'm not.
अच्छा ठीक है आज उसके बारे में नहीं है यार. आज ड्रिंक्स के बारे में नहीं है. Don't worry.
उनकी मगजमारी वो है यार कि मैं पीती नहीं हूँ. काश अगर पीती
कोई
तो
पिलाए.
हाँ.
कोई तो मुझे पिलाए. वो बोल अच्छा सॉरी सॉरी विभा जी सॉरी हमने एक्चुअली
नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं क्या नहीं चाहिए आपको?
नहीं ड्रिंक नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं हम नहीं पूछ रहे हैं आपसे ना. हम अरे बाबा वी डोंट एंडोर्स इट राइट. आप भी सही में हाँ अगर आगे माल्या साहब ने बोला.
I was saying magajmari. Number one magajmari is figuring out what we're going to eat every day. Number one. Number two is now while the kids are out of school, figuring out how we're going to keep them busy, and then once they're in school, then figuring out, okay, is everything okay? Is the child settling in fine, So I think mothers की magajmari नहीं खत्म होती.
ओहो.
That's what I think.
आपने ऐसे बोले जैसे कि बाप लोगों को कुछ नहीं काम है.
हाँ क्या
सही है यार.
बाप लोगों को अपनी मगजमारियां वो जॉब के पीछे पड़े रहते हैं.
अच्छा मतलब आप बोल रहे कि अरुण भाई अरे भाई आप कौन से जमाने में रहते हो विभा जी?
हाँ.
क्या मदर्स लोगों को जॉब की पड़ती नहीं है क्या? देखो फालतू नहीं क्या बोल रहे हो
क्या
बोल दे कि women are supposed to worry only about the house.
Mothers working mothers को job का भी होते हैं, but women are just so amazing.
क्या एक मिनट आप अपने एक मिनट before you say anything विभा जी आपने अभी कुछ बोला जो सुन के अदिति को बहुत गुस्सा आ गया.
क्यों?
उन्होंने पैम बोल दिया because she said like women only worry about what to eat, what to cook.
No.
Women worry about a lot of things. They worry about.
You're saying women are worrywats.
Those things and everything else.
So you're saying women are worrywats.
I'm not saying women are worrywats. I'm just saying women are multitaskers and they have a lot to take care of.
वाह. Political है. आप join हो जाओ यार. Debunkers require a person like you.
Yeah.
But please, दल मत बदलना towards Republicans afterwards.
Democrats need her. Oh wow, okay.
Because you are there for Republicans, फालतू नहीं.
Why? I'm not a Republican. Whatever.
क्या बात कर रहे
हो? उनको सबक सिखाने के लिए correct. हाँ मैं हूँ.
What?
मैं Democrat भी नहीं हूँ by the way. Independent, very independent. तो आप विभा जी थैंक यू सो मच कि आपने बताया कि सबसे बड़ी मगजमारी, तो आपके हिसाब से कोई मूवी बनी नहीं है जहाँ पे ऐसे दिखाई गई है
देखा?
कि एक मॉम की मगजमारी क्या होती है, करेक्ट?
I don't think there's any movie that is just centered on this, but in various movies they have shown, how women have to handle a lot, from their household and then as well as their careers. I can't think of anything off of the top of my head, but picture ऐसी बनी हुई है, but not centered on this particular theme जहाँ पे सिर्फ
नहीं है
actually सुनो maybe English medium
no, English medium doesn't have it. No, English medium doesn't talk about it. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, you're right. You should not be saying absolute statement like, I don't think there anything that there are movies, right, which actually are like, for instance, Tumhari Sulu.
Correct.
Excellent example of what you're talking about. The kind of thing
Correct.
she's supposed to maintain a house. The expectations put on her by people, all the stuff, and then
you're right,
she also wants to pursue a career.
Yeah. In
entertainment industry,
in the entertainment industry, लेकिन उसको सब कुछ बैक बर्नर पे डालना पड़ता है क्योंकि she has to do something that is acceptable to her husband,
and the audience.
Right.
But Vivaji, thank you so much. I say
actually that movie was kind of lingering in the background, but I was thinking of Vidya Balan, but I couldn't remember the exact. You're right. That's the movie that nails it. Yes.
Yes, correct.
Thank
you so much for calling in.
सुनते रहेगा.
Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.
And of course, Banjan, अगर आपको यहाँ पे call कर सकते हैं. And yes, Vivaji is right. Many times, मगजमारी which happens in day-to-day life, वो हमारे बड़ी स्क्रीन पे आते नहीं है. आए भी तो उतने रिसीव नहीं होते हैं. फिर movie come विद्यावन जब बात की उन्होंने ना, एक और फिल्म आई थी मंगलयान, जो actually based on Mission Mangal. That particular movie supposedly based on true life incidents.
Right.
I don't know if the character had or the creator think that way, but she did showcase how Indian woman is expected to do many things.
They kind of touched upon a lot of aspects of जो struggles and gender role expectations हैं, वो कैसे लोगों को affect करते हैं. I think they touched upon that, but again these are first world problems we're talking about, Altu Baba. लेकिन तुम्हारी सुलू you're absolutely bang on the money, where you're talking about कि एक आम मिडिल क्लास फैमिली की स्ट्रगल्स क्या होती है, ना सिर्फ बच्चे की परवरिश की, लेकिन also the fact कि या उसके करियर एस्पिरेशंस की, बट ऑल्सो दी मगजमारी दैट हैपेंस बिटवीन हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ. वो ईगो टसल जो होता है, नो मैटर हाउ मच यू लव ईच अदर, कभी कभार वो जो चीज़ें आ जाती हैं इन बिटवीन वेयर देयर इज अ ईगो टसल बिटवीन द हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ, वो भी होता है, राइट? सो दोस आर द थिंग्स एज वेल that have been very beautifully depicted in that particular movie. तो अभी चलते हैं एक और बंदूक की तरफ. नमस्कार, आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है. पैम में कौन है जी?
मोहम्मद मर्चेंट.
पैम सर, कैसे हैं आप?
साहब,
अल्लाह का करम, मालिक का एहसान, आप लोगों की दुआएं.
थैंक यू.
तो बताइए सर, सैटरडे कैसा रहा आपको? मजा आया?
भाई सैटरडे आई वाज सो मच एंजॉयड,
मजा आया.
और खाना भी बड़ा मजे का था, लोग भी बड़े प्यारे थे, हर एक लोग बहुत कम थे, मगर एनीवे फिर भी बड़ा मजा आया भाई. तबीयत कुछ हो गई. और बर्थडे का था, बर्थडे के जिसका था उनका 7-8 गाने तो वो पेश दिए उन्होंने रखी.
वेरी गुड.
मजा आया.
आपको मजा आया ना, वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. वो आप बाकी लोगों की बात, आपको मजा आया ना बस.
बड़े मेरे को तो बड़ा मजा आया.
वेरी गुड.
अच्छा, ये मगजमारी का जो लफ्ज है उसको बकवास कहते हैं.
अरे सर, लाइफ में होता है सर वो सब कुछ.
बकवास है. मगजमारी बोले यार, क्या बकवास कर रहे हैं, साड़ी क्या मगजमारी है? नहीं,
मगजमारी वो नहीं होता है सर. नहीं, आप थोड़ा मिसअंडरस्टैंड करके. मगजमारी तो रोज में होता है, ऑफकोर्स बकवास ही है वो सब कुछ. वो लाइफ में वो मूव करने के लिए वो होता है, वो इसीलिए.
अच्छा, आप ये मियाँ बीवी में सुबह नोक झोंक हो जाती है,
वो बकवास है.
यानी वो नोक
वो अलग बात है.
अब मैं बोलता हूँ मैं कॉफी पीऊंगा, वो बोलती मैं चाय पीऊंगी, तो मैं बोलूंगा यार तू कॉफी पीना, कॉफी क्यों नहीं पीती, चाय पीकर बनाएगी, तो वो भी बकवास है. ये यानी वो भी मगजमारी है सुबह उठते ही।
हाँ सर, मगजमारी वो है वहाँ पे कि कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है कि आपको चाय पीना, उनको नहीं देना आपको।
जो आप कहते हैं, जो
वो पकड़ लो।
अब इसे जैसा कि हमारे पास माशाल्लाह हमारे बच्चों के बच्चे आते थे,
हाँ।
तो हमारी वाइफ ने उनको सबको रेस किया माशाल्लाह। तो वो मैं उनको कभी कभी बाहर ले जाता था, तो मैं बोल रहा था भाई यू वांट टू ट्रेवल बाय बस और यू वांट टू ट्रेवल बाय ट्रेन।
हाँ।
उसमें आधे बोलते थे सारे ट्रेन और आधे बोलते थे बाई बस।
वही ना सर, ये बकवास नहीं, ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, सच्ची लाइफ में होता है सर।
दिस इज द फैक्ट।
यस यस।
तो मैं बोला कि चलो फिर आज नहीं अपन कल लेंगे क्या, अभी घर में बैठते हैं।
अरे
तो
बाप, तो
वो
बहुत strict है
फिर
सर।
ये बकवास करने के लिए हेलो,
हाँ, लेकिन
हमने हमारी वाइफ से क्या कहा था कि आप खाने पीने का एक टाइम टेबल बना दो, मैं आपको बना देता हूँ और वो आप किचन में रख दो।
हाँ।
कि सुबह आपको क्या लेना है, मेरे को क्या लेना है, ब्रेकफास्ट में आप क्या देंगी, मैं क्या लूंगा, लंच में आपने क्या बनाना है, डिनर में क्या लेना है, कपड़े क्या पहनने हैं, कपड़े पे भी मगजमारी।
हाँ देखा, मगजमारी का मतलब ये है कि आप कंट्रोल कर रहे थे उनको बहुत।
हाँ, तो हमने वो टाइम टेबल लगा दिया था। तो उसके बाद वो खाने पे हमारी मगजमारी नहीं होती थी।
वेरी गुड सर, वेरी गुड। देखा सर, डिसीजन करने पे मगजमारी होती है।
उसने कई सालों तक वो हमारे टाइम टेबल को फॉलो किया।
वेरी गुड सर। सर लेकिन आपने अच्छा क्या कॉल किया, वेरी गुड। देखो फालतू नहीं, ये देखो ना, इनका जो पुराना ख्याल जो है ना, शी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट हाउ इवन डिसीजन मेकिंग इज मगजमारी।
करेक्ट।
और रोज का रोज होता है ऐसा, एंड यू गॉट टू मेक श्योर यू कैन कीप एवरीबॉडी हैप्पी।
तो मगजमारी का एक्चुअल मतलब है कि जो आपकी कठिनाइयाँ आती हैं, जो झंझट बोलते हैं हम लोग, अरे यार ये और झंझट, लेकिन it's like something that is not a huge problem that it stops your pace of life.
Correct.
But it is something that you deal with on a day to day basis.
Rigmarole.
हाँ, हर रोज की जो मगजमारी होती है, जो हर रोज की जो स्ट्रगल होती है, उसको मगजमारी कहते हैं।
जैसे मेरे को इसके साथ काम करने का मगजमारी, इससे काम कराने का मगजमारी,
काम कराने का काम कराने का मगजमारी,
मतलब कर रही है ना, तो कुछ तो करेगी ना, मतलब आके गूगल तो कर रही है एटलीस्ट।
ये जो मैं रोज इसके साथ करती हूँ बंजान, कि क्या थीम करना है, क्या शो करना है, तो शो करेगा कि नहीं, और जो इसके साथ ऐसे जो मतलब
और मैं तेरे को बोलता हूँ कि हाँ करेंगे,
आर्ग्यू डिबेट ये सब होता है,
वो
ये सब मगजमारी है।
अगर वो नहीं होता तो कहाँ स्पाइस होता।
करेक्ट, एंड इट्स नॉट बकवास, इट इज समथिंग दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ। कुछ नहीं कह सकते हम लोग
यस यस
उसके बारे में।
लेकिन वो बोल रहे कि सम पीपल हैव हाई टॉलरेंस टू मगजमारी, मतलब दे विल स्टिल बी पेशेंट अबाउट इट एंड सम पीपल नॉट बी पेशेंट अबाउट इट। मर्चेंट साहब कैन नॉट टेक इट, ही इज लाइक हाँ नहीं आप स्ट्रक्चर रखो, स्ट्रिक्ट रखो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा, कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए। ये कम्स टू डिफरेंट माइंडसेट ना, इट्स द ओल्डर माइंडसेट, राइट? आज के जमाने में वी वांट ऑल द मगजमारी, वी वांट द chaos, वी वांट एवरीथिंग एल्स।
सो जैसे उन्होंने बोला, उनके हिसाब से तो जैसे उन्होंने डिस्क्राइब किया, वो तो हमें कभी खुशी कभी गम का अमिताभ बच्चन का याद दिला रहे थे।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली,
जो या मोहब्बत एक है अमिताभ बच्चन का,
प्रतिष्ठा, प्रशंसा,
yeah, that kind of thing where you know, I don't care about anything else, you have to live according to this
because I said so,
because yeah exactly
because I said so,
because I said so। वैसे कुछ होते हैं कुछ लोग,
होना उसमें क्या
होते हैं जहाँ पे मतलब you know समझ में नहीं आता है कि वो कौन सी दुनिया में जी रहे हैं, अपना जिंदगी जीते जा रहे हैं, सभी को उनके जिंदगी के हिसाब से। वो किसी कुछ लोगों की मगजमारी होती है, क्या कर सकते हैं।
बट ये दिखाई दिया गया, मतलब दे हैव शोन दिस पुराने ख्यालात नए ख्यालात को दिखाते हुए काफी सारी फिल्में आई हैं।
करेक्ट,
एंड आई थिंक दैट वे दे हैव डन अ गुड जॉब, राइट? व्हेनेवर इट्स गॉट टू बी यू नो मर्यादा का उल्लंघन करना है, तो इंडियन सिनेमा शो ऑल दोस थिंग्स। मर्यादा का उल्लंघन मतलब they show all the heroines wearing short skirts when the बाप is saying no, कहाँ है तुम्हारे अच्छे skirts पहनो।
ऐसे कोई नहीं बोलता है, तेरा दिमाग फिर गया।
Hey, that movie, what is that movie? The Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
Whatever.
She's supposedly wearing a miniskirt and the thing.
For example, that movie Pardes, absolutely no relatability.
Why?
Absolutely no relatability.
Who's on the movie?
Pardes, that what is her name?
Mahima Chaudhary.
What is it? Something where she is seeing
I don't
this
know.
guy.
Was it Karan Johar movie?
Yeah.
And the wonder. I cannot understand the guy's
Pardes
thing.
was Yash Raj. I don't know.
One same thing. Both of them are same thing.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan film, right? He actually goes. He's a butler. servant's boy and he becomes famous.
Correct.
Or not famous, he becomes very popular. Something that he falls in love with her.
Correct.
Seriously, man. Well, that ever happened, dude. Seriously.
लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से I think Bollywood is far removed from reality to a great extent क्योंकि आजकल के मूवीज देखो कोई लाइगर करके एक मूवी आ रहा है शमशेरा क्या I can't relate to those trailers at all मेरे को पसंद ही नहीं आता है
Yeah, seriously, it's become like, softcore porn right now.
क्या
Seriously, what is Liger all about?
I don't know.
Devarakonda stripping his top portion of his thing, showing off his abs.
So that is porn, is it for you? कुछ भी बोलेगा
हम बच्चे लोग हैं. I don't know about you, Father. I don't know.
जा रहे तू.
I don't know.
अभी तो रणवीर सिंह पूरा किया ना वो कुछ.
वो तेरा ये I don't know. The guy is a gone case.
तेरा आइटम है.
मेरा आइटम है.
मतलब तेरे आइटम का आइटम है वो.
आइटम मतलब क्या?
You like दीपिका पादुकोण.
No, I never said that. You guys have been assuming that way. Yeah, क्या एक बार उसने मुझे आलतू बाबा बोले मतलब आप लोग ना सही फ्लैट हो गए आप लोग. But anyway, even she's like she's also supportive of it because she also did the same thing, na.
Where did she do?
My choice.
Oh.
So the best part is that basically very smart. He supported when she did my choice, so now she can't say anything about him.
Oh God.
I know that's Ranveer Singh's choice. I don't know seriously, Father. That why would somebody?
What?
International magazine के लिए कौन?
आलतू बाबा मैं तेरे से एक बात पूछती हूँ. जब एक औरत करती है कोई उसको क्वेश्चन नहीं करता है. कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं करता है.
ऐसे मत बोलो. कोई don't say कोई क्वेश्चन करता. क्वेश्चन करने वाले होते हैं. Always.
Please.
But my question to you is, what was the need for him to go?
What is wrong if he does it? What is wrong if he does it?
Okay, fine.
What is ट्रोल्स जो ट्रोल करते हैं वो तो दोनों को ट्रोल करेंगे करेक्ट
करने दो what is the need for him to go do it right now when he already is famous
when a woman does it oh wow she's hot in this
who said that
well people do right
people have said that to him also no but I am asking a question even for a woman for the matter I wouldn't ask about the women also why do they have to go butt naked on a particular photograph
that's true actually
no that's true you just supported something
no I said if you can appreciate a woman
no
yeah of course. Come on, when Demi Moore posed naked.
Oh, I went. Did you see me go and appreciate Demi Moore? Say, Demi Moore, wonderful, great. Oh wow, what a body! Did I say that?
That is. आलतू बाबा तेरे को समझ में नहीं आता तो चल. अब ये मगजमारी चलती रहेगी बंजन. अगर आपको यहाँ पे कॉल करना है स्टूडियो का नंबर है.
Generally happens when she doesn't have argument.
No. You can't understand what
debating में Father please ऐसे touchy मत होना. Doesn't matter. ये तो होता रहता है. Debating में एक तरह का मगजमारी है. But if you have you have your facts right, probably much better. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Father, the point is, you are saying that there are movies talking about day-to-day Magajmari or no?
I don't know. I'm asking bandhus if they know.
Passive aggression.
Yes.
Wow. But this is what's called passive aggression when somebody gets blocking and just acts like they're very busy on something else.
So 408-912-2479 पे आपको कॉल करना है Banujin. We have less than like I think let's see 8 minutes Banujin. So अगर आपको कॉल करना है तो जल्दी कॉल करिए. Aditi, Pampam, nice to see you joining us on Facebook. Sunena, thank you so much. It was a very sweet message that you just sent.
दीपक जी को?
And मैं दीपक जी को देख नहीं पा रही हूँ.
Oh my God, दीपक जी को नजरअंदाज कर रही हो तू.
तो and जो हमारे बंधु सुन रहे हैं, आपकी जिंदगी में क्या मगजमारी होती है? अगर आपके हिसाब से मगजमारी क्या है? आप कॉल कर सकते हो 408-912-2479 अगेन 408-912-2479 इस नंबर पे आपको कॉल करना है. कुछ लोगों का ये स्पेशली इन मिडिल क्लास फैमिलीज Banujin इंडिया में मैंने सुना है मोस्ट मगजमारी होती है बच्चों को स्कूल में दाखला देने के लिए. मतलब प्राइवेट स्कूल्स में फॉर देम टू गेट एडमिशन इनटू प्राइवेट स्कूल्स दैट्स वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट इश्यूज एंड कैपिटेशन फीस. मतलब जब बच्चा
capitation fee like decapitation fee. You know, literally decapitate yourself to pay the fees.
Correct. Well, I don't think you have to decapitate. People will not pay you when you decapitate. But I'm just going to tell you कि मैंने सुना है जब लोग मतलब when they decide to conceive, at that moment itself they are apparently having to prepare for paying capitation fees for entry into
missionary schools.
No, into क्या बोलते हैं वो English medium.
Wow.
Nursery.
क्या बात.
Nurseries.
Wow.
ये बहुत अच्छी तरह से दिखाया है in this one particular movie, which I think is awesome. It's called Hindi Medium. And they talk about what extent एक आदमी किस extent तक गिर सकता है. But at the same time, how hard it is for people who don't have the resources or who don't have the connections, no matter how much money you have, to be able to get into these kind of schools. Kyunki itna matlab nepotistic hai, a lot of things are so closed back home in India. And I think here also US maybe aisa hai, I think to a great extent.
I'll tell you one thing. You're talking about this education, and I think on a grander scale, right? On grander scale, or should I say, for society-wise, one of the Magajmari for society as such, expansion of the middle class, right? So the lower middle class people finding access to education.
Lower middle
That is
class.
a Magajmari, and I think there's a movie which made about real life scenarios, right?
Where?
One was Hitchki.
Oh, you're talking about
Access to education. Access to education wherein they do
not
tokenism.
lower middle class. We're talking about poor people, right?
Yeah,
Low
poor
income.
low income people or people at risk, all those things, right? So they show that is something they're shown well. I think because they really have shown how in missionary schools also there's this concept of tokenism. We just have to they just hire them, not hire them, they get kids into the school. They don't actually attend to their actual need of education, but just make sure they show numbers so they can get the donations for hiring the staff they want to hire.
Correct.
देखो ये तो होता है फालतू नहीं. I tell you one thing, American movies, right? There are so many things they talk about other worlds, right? I don't see them talking much about what happens here. Have you noticed one thing? There's one kind of a thing they hide. Do you know how much of how much politics is happening in our neighboring city called San Francisco? We go hoo ha about. You know what kind of a trouble they're going through right now?
What are they going through?
People who are not housed.
Unhoused people.
It's a huge thing. And guess what, Valdoni? I was listening to one of those programs about it. They actually talked about the fact that there have been close to $12 billion given out to house people. House people. So that means every day they could actually spend $1 million.
Oh my God.
So that means what's happening is that is not translating into work, right? So the question, the funnel is big. The money is coming and what's happening because nobody talks about it.
Correct.
You must wonder, why do they talk so much about Indian other places and all? Talking about this is downtrodden slum place, this and all. Talk about our own place over here, no?
यहाँ पे, अरे, why go San Francisco? Here, San Jose.
Yeah.
City of San Jose, city of Milpitas. यहाँ पे देखो बंदूजान, कितने सारे unhoused लोग हैं.
Yeah.
And, मगजमारी ये होती है. City governments में भी होता है. So please think about it. Every single person who's listening to us, ये civic engagement आ गया यहाँ पे. Okay, so अगर आप सोचते हैं, मगजमारी लोगों का होता है कि हमारे property value कम हो जाएंगे अगर एक इन लोगों के लिए एक आशाना बना दिया. They'll say that these kind of people, crime is going to go up. हमेशा ऐसे कहते रहेंगे तो how many people are going to be able to afford, and crime will go up whether you like it or not. They will feel that they are going to be the people who are going to be outcasts of society.
Yeah.
And you're actually kicking them out.
Yeah.
And you expect to be safe when so many people who are for no fault of theirs. I mean, a lot of times it's not in your control. Yeah.
Hey,
house
this is
prices
like
here is so expensive.
Correct. This is from personal Magajmari to Maha Magajmari.
Yeah. It is like, so your ये जो seriously यहाँ पे जो Bay Area में main मगजमारी for a lot of people here is जितना भी आप पढ़े लिखे हो, जितने भी job आपने पाया हो, मतलब however this thing, even if you earn anything less than 100 or 125K, you can still not live here in the Bay Area because you can't afford a house.
Let's say you cannot live here in the Bay Area.
Yeah. एक 1 bedroom 1 bath apartment के लिए $3,000.
Yeah.
I mean, क्या? It's like, how do you eat, live, make a life, build a family here?
Yeah.
It is impossible.
Unless until you start driving Uber.
Even if you really Uber makes so much money.
I know, I'm just saying, खच्चरपन के लिए यार. अभी छोड़ ही दो because $7 gas price पे क्या करोगे आप?
Oh my God! Exactly. So
okay, we just think about we mean in total seriousness. Magajmari is not related only to ourselves. We need to expand it further. Is what we're trying to say, and try to find solutions to. Right, Fadwani? Right. And our Indian cinema, forget Indian cinema. Cinema as a whole should actually bring these stories out.
Right. And अगर आपको यहाँ पे कुछ chime in करना है 408-912-2479 पे कॉल करना है. Hello Pampam, कौन है जी?
अभी आएंगे फालतू में थोड़ा वेट कर रहे हैं because they actually called up on the line which actually has some effects. हमारा भी मगजमारी होती है यहाँ पे यार.
देखो रंजन, चार पांच लाइंस के लिए हम लोग पे करते हैं और हमेशा एक लाइन ऐसे टुकु 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 करता रहता है, इसकी मगजमारी खत्म ही नहीं होती है कभी भी।
नमस्कार, आप खास बात पैम के मगजमारी मंडेज में दिस लो।
हाय पैम, मुझे लगा फिर से लाइन 1 पे तो नहीं गया।
नहीं आपका लाइन 1 पे लाइन 4 पे गया था, लेकिन वापस आ गया, डोंट वरी। सो वी एक्चुअली हैव सेट अप सिस्टम वे एक्चुअली ट्रांसफर सम डिफरेंट लाइन, बट एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपेंस इज आई हैव डिस्कनेक्ट द अदर लाइन, डिस्कनेक्ट किया तो पैसे ना खर्चा हो जाएगा, तो आई जस्ट कीपिंग इट एनीवेज। तो वो भी होता है यार, वी आर आल्सो आई फाल्तुनी इज अपर क्लास, आई एम लोअर मिडिल क्लास।
मगजमारी हो गया लाइन।
मैं यू नो फाल्तुनी
हमारे लिए भी हो गया।
नहीं एक्चुअली नो Aditi, I'll tell you what, I think फाल्तुनी it's beautiful the way it is, no? You are like Rani, I'm like Fakir, Baba.
कुछ भी।
So our thoughts always will have conflict, Faltwani.
Yeah, whatever.
I just thought about why she's so angry always.
I'm angry with you, Alto Papa.
That
doesn't
is,
matter. How are you, Aditi? Nice to hear from you. तो आप बताइए आप।
But you're not happy? Aditi called you also.
कुछ भी। आपको कैसा लग रहा है आज का थीम?
बहुत अच्छा थीम है।
सच बोलो।
हाँ।
Totally relatable to I think everybody. There is no person in the world who doesn't have any मगजमारी।
Thank you very much.
थैंक यू। तो आपकी जिंदगी में कौन सी मगजमारी सबसे ज्यादा आपको?
No, you don't have to share all those details.
नहीं, और
some category बताओ, कोई category बताओ, which you think is actually something generally people would face.
हाँ। And कोई मूवी में वो दिखा क्या गया?
नहीं यार, पिक्चर तो I think to show मगजमारी in pictures you need a 24-hour long movie to show the true struggles of people. In 2 hours, what will they show?
Yeah, and I think.
But yeah, I think.
Very true, and I think we had a discussion about this, saying that even the reality shows so far, what do you call them? Those reality shows, they don't actually show; they are scripted also.
हाँ, तो बताइए आपके हिसाब से। हाँ, तो what is your what मगजमारी would you like them to shine light on?
हाँ.
I mean, I don't think I have anything, amazing to share. I just have the daily magajmari of, I think when you in India, you get really spoiled because there's somebody to cook, clean and do everything for you. And you're generating employment, it's not like a hole in your pocket. But here, you have to do everything on your own. And it is this real grind because it's day in and day out. And I challenge movie, makers to show this, like taking care of your kids, doing, working 8 hours, taking care of your kids, doing your laundry, doing, cleaning your house and cooking every day for your family. That, just doing that grind, 365 days a year, that itself is like a big, I mean, that is the daily मगजमारी, उसके ऊपर फिर वो अलग मगजमारी होती है, जो इमिग्रेंट्स की होती है वो अलग होती है वीजा के, और फिर जो people who live here, they have a different मगजमारी. And so yeah, I guess
I'm yet to see a Indian movie talking about the H1 issues.
I know.
Seriously, H4 issues.
H4,
I'm yet to see a movie where talk about.
I think everybody will go to the theaters to watch it.
No, seriously. Well, the question is this now: will they actually go and say, "Oh, will say, अरे ये तो रोज की रोज मगजमारी किसको जाना है?" I don't know.
They'll be like, "Yeah, cinema is for escapism. I don't want you to show me my trouble."
Exactly.
No,
right?
I think it is important for people to know that these are struggles because you gotta make it, and you gotta make a movie like this in not only Hindi. You should make it realistic in Hindi, English, Tanglish, whatever. You know, where people know that life is not all,
That is why our Sholay is going to be hit, Faltwani. Our Sholay is going to be very hit. We'll talk about all these things.
जा रे तू चुप है, तू को जो बात करता है बस ये और दीपा दोनों ऐसे से बड़े बड़े.
Oh my God, Viva is talking about you as monotonous. What are you talking about that monotonous?
Who is monotonous?
I don't know.
Huh?
Viva, what are you talking? Viva is posting something there.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, Viva.
She's probably talking about the monotony of, whatever saying.
No, I think she referred to Faltwani. I don't know what she said. She's doing all the indirect comments on Faltwani right now.
Okay. The monotony of life.
You remember that polish on, polish off from Karate Kid?
No,
wax on, wax off, not polish.
I haven't seen it.
Wax on, wax off.
Really?
You don't know the famous scene of Karate Kid where the life lesson of wax on, wax off, where you learn through repetition. You learn like some fight move or whatever.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh my God, are you a black belt?
Guys, come on, that's iconic.
I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
that.
that.
My point has fallen flat now, unless you appreciate that.
No, I only thought of wax off, like hot wax on and that pain you get.
What? Yeah, angle.
Wow, that's also waxing, right?
Oh boy. Okay, please tell us in what context you were
The
talking about.
car. The context is the car. The kid is getting trained to learn certain karate moves, and his sensei teaches him a particular move. He doesn't know it's a move. He just gets irritated. He thinks his old man is trying to make him clean his car and all of that. And so all day he just makes him, actually not all day, several days he just makes him wax on and wax off his car. And he's like, "मैं कर लिया भाई, कितनी बार करूँ इसलिए गाड़ी." But eventually he figures out that he actually learns a move.
Oh.
And so, for me, like that's how it is. You do the same motion every day, the same muscular movement. It's like almost like you can do it blind now. You know?
Okay, so now
same routine work.
So you're saying that you'll eventually become a kung fu master?
Wow, what a conclusion!
No, I don't know. Will she become a? That's what she's saying. You
I
keep
don't
doing
know
it.
Kung Fu master, but if you go through the same Magajmari every single day and you've learned to be a master at that Magajmari and handling it, you'll become a Zen master.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%. Because if you learn how to deal with
I
all
don't know what master,
Ah.
but definitely Magajmari master. So we have definitely become.
Yeah, many of us, we don't have a choice. बहुत सारे लोगों को choice नहीं होता हाल तो बाबा seriously
I
सोच
know.
के देख
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with
हाँ,
that.
तो I think it's important कि ये
I
जो
know. Yeah.
हाँ और कुछ लोगों का मगजमारी ये होता है कि
I had no choice, Falta. I agree totally. Yes. Yeah, I hear you. Hallelujah.
oh my god
क्या हो रहा है तेरा सांस क्यों फूल रहा है?
नहीं मैं बोला कि सांस फूले मैं बोला I totally relate to it. No choice, so I will have to become good at it, right? Yes.
yeah you're going to be good at it. Oh, and he's like trying to hint and say that
What?
he's having to deal with all this.
Talking about me, is it? Oh, anyway, thank you for recognizing it, Falta.
What recognizing what, Alto Baba?
Nothing. Okay, fine. Now, go on. Aditi is waiting to say here something.
Okay, so you're saying, is there any movie that has depicted the struggles of an NRI?
No.
I
I
don't
don't
think there's
think so.
No.
I mean, I don't think NRI specific है ये हर कोई करता है. In
जो-
India अलग type का होता है. Like if you're low middle class or poor, you're probably doing all of this, right? Because you can't afford it. But
There was one really.
I don't mean to say it's an NRI struggle, but definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it
when movie makers come to America, they only meet people very rich.
Actually, yeah,
Or
that's...
there's this illusion, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
this picture
Yeah.
that is created.
Yeah. Don't you know that people at your sell the houses to come watch the concerts?
Nahi, Alto Baba. Yeah, that's true. People have to sell...
$1,000 tickets, my goodness.
No, man, there are people... See, that's what I was talking about, right? There's like the different people who live in different bubbles.
Ah.
There's this group of people where, you know, they've got like money. I don't know, sometimes I wonder उनके पास कैसे इतना पैसा होता है यार. इतने सारे हर एक social event. हर एक social event में होता है. मैं सोचती हूँ, अरे बाप रे, इतना पैसा उड़ाते हैं. मतलब it's like... You're there in this particular concert, you're doing 2 concerts a day, you're doing 3 events.
Not doing, attending.
No, it's doing.
Oh, doing? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'll tell you about that later.
No, please, don't ruin
there
my
are after
childhood.
parties.
पैसे आ रहे होंगे because they're organizing these. There'll be good money making schemes.
Yeah, possibly. But then there are those of us who like are struggling to make
बकरे
it.
मिलेंगे तो कसाई का काम रहेगा.
Correct, that's true. That's true. Actually, that's so true.
सही है ना?
हाँ.
Hey, by the way, I don't know, Vibha is on a total, she's saying some changing diaper to you, something. What is she talking about?
क्या?
Like changing diapers or not? What is she talking about?
No, I think
Vibha,
that...
please call back again, let it clear it, because I don't know, your messages are coming random to me, monotonous it seems. And then
Where
she
is she typing all this? I don't see it on
Yeah,
Then
I also can't say
finally
anything.
she's saying jugu jugu oh, and this is just saying begging of the beginning of the movie, something she says.
I don't-
Okay, now all your comments are coming as individual lines, Vibhaji, so please post one comment.
Yeah.
The evidence commenting comments one comment. Sorry, Aditi ji. Okay, what else, Aditi? Anything else you want to share?
I don't think there's any movie that has shown this Magajmari.
No, it's not. Aditi, I give it. So you should come and join the project, okay?
Yeah, we're going to do a project, Ajiti, which is
Yeah.
going to be the...
US Magajmari.
the
Maha Magajmari.
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 Mahamagajmari.
Maha Magajmari.
No, we should call this something else. Wait.
Mahamari. Mahamari will become a thing. That'll become disease. No.
Yeah.
Magajmari. Ah.
Meri Mari.
मेरी
Hey,
बात
hello.
तुम क्या बात कर रही है?
Aditi, what is this?
Life में Mari.
My God, Aditi.
लाइफ की भोज की मारी ऐसे बोलो लाइफ से बोझ
Boj ki mari.
बोझ
Okay,
ये
right.
बेचारा काम की
So,
बोझ
hey,
का मारा
Aditi, I think you, whenever you talk, I got to clean my ears afterwards.
Why,
What
man?
all you say.
भोज what is wrong with भोज
कहाँ भाजा भोज ना भोज की मारी you said no?
लाइफ की भोज ने मारी
No, but we have to recognize that there are different levels of this also, na.
Ah, yes.
जैसे मतलब like what you were talking about the homelessness.
हाँ
There's such an apathy over here about it.
Correct.
But I was definitely one of those people when I used to work in the city. मुझे लगता था कि what can I do? Like how can we reduce this? And I feel very involved. But recently there was this massive project right in our area, right next to 2 schools in our community. And I was so conflicted. I was like, the data around opening a homeless shelter in a specific area is not very good. Forget about property prices.
Yeah.
Forget that. I'm just talking about security and safety.
Really,
And I was very conflicted, and I'm somebody who is like, I feel like I feel very strongly about homelessness and the drug abuse and the mental issues out there, and what the local government and what we can do about it.
correct
Hey,
But then it's not as straightforward. I don't think this issue is that straightforward.
Hey, by the way, I know that I didn't know that you actually worked in the city. Really, huh? Nice.
yeah
You worked in
What?
the
I didn't know what?
You worked in the city, is it? You were.
Yeah, I used to work in the city before COVID hit.
Okay.
And then everything became remote.
Uh-huh.
But when you work in the city, you don't have to be working in the city to see homelessness, but that's where it is the most stark.
Yeah.
And in fact, there are a lot of people who moved out of San Francisco, moved out of the Bay Area because they just could not tolerate the amount of homelessness here and just the apathy towards it, right? It's not just that homelessness exists, it exists.
correct
Also because they try to do things about it, but it just persists. It's systemic as well as driven by people by gentrification and a lot of things.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is the irony is that even though I'm highly empathetic about it, when it came to me and my turn, when they were going to open a homeless project,
crisis of conscience
I was not first in line to support it, to be very honest, and I was very conflicted about it because the data, it shows that when you open such shelters, first of all, you should have services around it, like a police station, like hospitals and everything. They were opening it in a residential area near 2 schools. It was a very bad precedent to set anywhere, right? And I mean, property prices is a valid point, but it's not the only point.
No, in fact, today is not a show about it, but actually it's definitely an
No, I'm
issue
just
which
saying
is
the
complex.
MAGAJMARI
Yeah.
area में ये सबसे बड़ा है MAGAJMARI actually.
No, I agree with you. We should talk about it. We definitely have to talk about it sometime. I think we should do a special. I don't know part of the city. We should invite her also.
yeah no actually I know it sounds very simplistic and it's a very utopian view of life, but one thing, it's very simple, right? When the value of an inanimate object is more than the value of a human being, we need to call our value system into question.
Yes.
बस इतना ही है. It's at the end of the day कोई homeless है तो सच्ची में हम लोग कैसे safe feel कर सकते हैं अपने घर के अंदर बैठ के.
वही बात.
Because if somebody is out there in the weathering really the harshness of the world, it's going to be one day somehow somewhere it's going to affect one of us. I don't know, that's my worldview. It sounds very utopian, but at the same time
No, it's not utopian. It's not at all utopian. 100% true. It is the same logic we apply to war too.
Yeah.
Like nobody, everyone supports the soldiers, but everybody hates wars too.
Correct.
Right? Because ultimately, who suffers in wars? It's human collateral, right?
Correct.
But you're right. It is a simplistic view because things get a lot more complex once you take on a decision-making role.
Right.
Yeah. Wonderful. Aditi ji, we have somebody actually calling in. I don't know. Finally, she's going to explain what she was starting to post on the post. Vibha ji, welcome. कैसे हैं आप?
Vibha is
Hi,
online.
Vidal.
Hi Aditi, how are you? Pam.
Pam.
So, I guess what I was trying to say, I know it was a little confusing, was जब आप बात कर रहे थे ना about doing something again and again, and you become a master at it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, the first thing I was thinking of was like, when I had Jaina, I was so scared of changing diapers in the beginning, and then it's probably something I could do in the dark. I became a master at it because I did it so many times.
Yeah.
So that's what I was
change it in the dark
trying
also?
to say. And then the other thing was, like, when we guys were talking about the depiction of NRIs. I mean, no movie has really depicted that. So I was thinking, I don't know if you guys have watched Jug Jug Jio.
No.
So Jug Jug Jio with Kiara Advani and Varun Dhawan and Anil Kapoor. अगर आप उस movie का beginning देखो, उसमें they've kind of talked about the struggles that that NRI couple is going through, and how after moving I think, where did they move? They moved to London, I think. So after moving to London, the monotony of life kind of a couple that was very close actually was no longer close, because I think the wife was working like during the day, the man was working a night shift, and they barely saw each other. They were just like ships passing in the dark. So in that movie, in the beginning of the movie, they did talk about the struggles that NRI people face when they first move.
Yeah, are you so Vibhaji, thinking when you suggest this particular movie, I have to really think about this particular bias which is there, probably because you like Kiara Advani and Varun Dhawan a lot. Are you trying to just make us watch the movie? Because the movie tanked big time.
No, it is not.
It tanked big time. It is
I
not.
was waiting for you to say that, Altu Baba, but no, seriously, guys. Biases apart, अगर आप वो movie देखोगे, उसके beginning में, and even maybe halfway through the movie, they do talk about things that went wrong once this couple moved out of India, or out of their parents' home, or out of like a family family setting. So those are the two things that I was trying to.
So you're saying when they went. So you're saying that when they went nuclear, the relationship went nuclear.
Yeah.
Well,
And if they show this, now that you mention it, Vibha, they also show it in that Kangana Ranaut movie, na, where that Haryani role she did.
Yeah. That Tanu Veds Manu.
Yeah, correct.
No.
The first one.
Manu Veds Manu. Ha. Yes, you're right.
Correct.
उसपे भी उन्होंने थोड़ा दिखाया था.
Very good.
Well,
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so but then I think to a great extent, Vibha, Jug Jug Jio, apparently Altu Baba says it bombed at the box office, but one of the reviews that I read, and I don't go by reviews, okay, I haven't seen the movie, but
she's going by now.
But I'm telling you that they said it's so far removed from reality. It
is,
doesn't like it's not like I think, is that the one in which Anil Kapoor and Neetu Singh are there?
Correct.
And they're also going to get a divorce.
Yeah.
And the son comes and tells his dad that he's going to get a divorce or something like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
Faltu Rani, to be honest with you, even though the movie did not do well at the box office, my mom's visiting right now, or I've seen a couple of movies with her, and this is one movie that we both really liked, because इस टाइप का हो सकता है रियल लाइफ में.
हो सकता है नहीं, हेलो एक्सक्यूज मी, हो सकता है, होता है क्या पूछते हैं हम लोग, हो सकता है अलग बात है. देखो ये देखो फादर, doesn't matter how story is, because when he was looking cute, that's what we're saying.
No.
But we have one more caller waiting. Hold on. Vibha, hold on. We have one more caller who's coming on joining the conversation. Namaskar. Sure. Pampam. Who's this? Hello.
Pampam.
Hello, Pampam.
Oh, party time.
Oh my God. Aditi dropped off, is it?
No, Aditi is also there.
She's quiet.
Pampam. No. I was trying to recognize God.
You're trying to recognize.
Aditi.
तू मार खाएगी. Trying to recognize. आलतू बाबा हमने बहुत गॉसिप किया उस दिन.
किस दिन? मुझे सब मालूम है. आपने जो गॉसिप सब मालूम मुझे.
हाँ, आलतू बाबा के बारे में.
हाँ, अच्छा, by the way, वाह दीपा जी, now you actually using Gopal's phone, account also.
अरे देखो जो आज टॉपिक जो तुम लोगों ने सोचा ना, मुझे मतलब मैं
होता नहीं है, मुझे मालूम है. आप
मेरा यहाँ पे खुद मगजमारी चल रही है.
छोड़ क्या, आप भी आपके साथ तो गोपाल है, आपको क्या मगजमारी है, छोड़ो. झूठ बोल.
यही तो प्रॉब्लम है ना.
क्या?
सब काम मुझे करना पड़ता है. अभी हम लोग गैराज क्लीन कर रहे थे, और ये सनलाइट की वजह से मुझे टाइम का पता ही नहीं चला कब शो शुरू हो गया.
अरे रे.
और मेरा फोन कहीं पे पड़ा है, मैं देखी नहीं.
चलो गैराज क्लीन हुआ ना.
उलझी हुई थी.
देख गैराज क्लीन हुआ ना, गैराज
हाँ हाँ
हाँ, तो आके वहाँ पे मैं मूव हो जाऊँ?
क्यों?
हाँ
टाइम पे शो करेंगे ना हम लोग।
Deepa will make sure you do the show on time.
वाह वाह विभा जी, you're talking for दीपा। वाह, living dangerously है।
ये आज की बात मेरा मतलब चालू है क्या? मैं हूँ, विभा है, अदिति है, फालतू रानी है।
मैं भी हूँ ना?
I agree with Vibha. That's a very good
Odd
idea.
man out.
हाँ? नहीं, wait, what? अदिति
Odd
agree
man
with,
out.
who's odd man out?
कोई ऐसा ऑड मैन नॉट। अगर वही तो हमें इवन बनाता है। Because of the odd one only we are all even now.
Yeah, I'm the odd one. That's true. Yes. Out, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I'm wondering why Aditi is so quiet when Deepa comes in.
I people are speaking of letting you speak.
Aditi, Deepa has. You're lucky. Deepa has not heard. Hey, hold on, Deepa. Deepa, hold on. Deepa, hold on. One second.
अभी एक मिनट।
Can I say something, Deepa? मैं कुछ बताऊँ, Deepa?
अभी देखो, मैं इतनी देर से तुम बात कर रहे हो ना तो बाबा, मैंने तो फोन भी नहीं किया। अभी मैंने कॉल किया तो मैं एक बात करूंगी ना। आज का टॉपिक क्या है?
ओए यार, ये क्या बात होगी? तो क्लास में लेट आके टीचर को पूछ रही है।
Wonderful, wonderful. Aditi, thank you very much.
मैंने बोला मुझे पता है मगजमारी, लेकिन किसकी मगजमारी? जिंदगी की या बॉयफ्रेंड की?
तुम्हारी जिंदगी की मगजमारी।
आपकी बॉयफ्रेंड की बता दो। हेलो, क्या बोल रहे हैं आप? हाँ दीपा जी।
हाँ,
आपके बॉयफ्रेंड की
तो
बता रहे हैं
यही मगजमारी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में बहुत मगजमारी चलती है मेरी तो।
हाँ हाँ, सही है।
हाँ,
लेकिन उसका कोई फिल्म आया उसके ऊपर नहीं ना?
सुबह से शाम तक गोपाल से लड़ाई होती है, फिर शाम को
सुलह हो जाता है और शाम के बाद प्यार हो जाता है बल में। हाँ, but good. Yeah. Lekin that's what Aditi and Vibha is saying, that you do it more often, you become expert at it. Probably you become expert at writing. Deepa?
वो कुछ पता नहीं।
I don't know, Deepa, you fight with me very well though.
दिमाग का दही तो हो जाता है।
दिमाग का तो मनता है, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ ना, शक्कर का दही बनाओ। नहीं, दही जमने से पहले शक्कर खा लो, मीठा मीठा बोलो, ताकि मिष्टी दही मिल जाए बाद में। Who said? Aditi said that. Okay. But Aditi is very quiet today. I don't know. Deepa, कुछ बोलना चाहती हैं आप?
अरे मगजमारी क्या है दीपा, बताएं।
इतने सारे लोग हैं। अच्छा, मैं चुप रहूंगी, अभी अदिति बोलेगी।
अरे बाप रे,
मैंने ऑलरेडी सवाल पूछ लिया दीपा। व्हाट इज योर मगजमारी?
व्हाट इज योर मगजमारी दीपा?
बोलो दीपा, बोलो।
व्हाट इज द मगजमारी you encounter?
I think struggles.
What is it?
Yeah, but what do you encounter? What is the struggle?
She has no struggles.
Wait, अल्टू बाबा, तू ना हमेशा बीच में बात करता रहता है।
बीच में नहीं, बात करता हूँ।
मुझे और खुद बोलता है मैं बात नहीं करने देती।
हाँ, तो दीपा,
मैं देखो, मैं अपना फोन भी नहीं ढूंढा, जो फोन बाजू में था वो लेके
विषय से मत भटको।
912-2479 कॉल कर दिया।
ठीक है, अभी मेरी बात सुनो। विभा बोल रही हूँ, दीपा। एंड हमें ये बताओ कि आपकी जिंदगी में जो ज्यादा से ज्यादा मगजमारी है वो क्या है, एंड क्या उसको हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में डिपिक्ट किया गया है या कोई भी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में डिपिक्ट किया गया है? Because what our contention today is कि a lot of the stories that we see and everything that we see on screen is not really relatable, क्योंकि हम लोगों की जो daily struggles है उससे relate नहीं कर पाते हैं हम लोग, क्योंकि they're not depicted in the movies. Some movies depicted, like we saw Tumhari Sulu. Vibha talked about a woman's everything that she goes through from morning till night and everything that she has to deal with, kind of thing. So, and then Aditi said Aditi talked about how NRIs जो हम लोग यहाँ पे आते हैं और हमारा मैंने सुबह से लेके शाम से लेके रात तक we got the same thing that we go through, the monotony of every day, लेकिन उसको दिखाया नहीं जाता है because you don't have नौकर चाकर नहीं है यहाँ पे and all that stuff, right? So मिडिल क्लास लोगों की प्रॉब्लम बोल रही हूँ, बहुत जो
माउंटेन रहते हैं उनके नहीं,
जो माउंटेन मेरे को मालूम है, कुछ लोगों के पास मेड सर्विस है, ये है वो है, पता नहीं क्या क्या है, बट
गोपाल भी है, कुछ लोगों के पास गोपाल भी है।
तो आपकी मगजमारी क्या है?
Gopal is the best. I just want to put it out there.
I know. So
I'm a big fan of Gopal.
अच्छा, तो मैं रखती हूँ, मुझे बात करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है।
बोलो बोलो
क्योंकि जो मैं इतने मेहनत से मैं अपना फ्रेंड्स बनाती हूँ और ये मेरे सारे फ्रेंड्स मुझे डिच कर देते हैं और गोपाल का साइड ले लेते हैं, तो मैं क्या फायदा
एक चीज है दीपा, मैं आपका फ्रेंड नहीं, आपको दुश्मन आपको मालूम है। मैं अपनी दुश्मनी अच्छे तरीके से निभा रहा हूँ।
ये हम लोगों का पहले से क्लियर है अल्तो बाबा।
और तो दुश्मन जो दोस्तों से भी प्यारा है फॉर दीपा।
Oh my God!
my God! दल बदलो,
Viba
दल
gone.
बदलो,
नहीं Viba gone. Viba now Deepa total focus on you now. Sorry Viba, I tried to.
आना था उस दिन ना, we miss you.
Yeah, Aditi, you absolutely hit the nail on the head. She will be perfect for the, जो second grade, B grade, C grade movies के dialogue writer. Vibha, ideally suited for that.
Yeah.
Cheesy dialogues, corny dialogues.
Yeah, especially should have Kaira Advani say all the dialogues.
Kaira, no, Kiara.
I don't know what her name is, whatever her name is.
Kaira Advani.
Kaira Advani.
अगले जन्म की बीवी है आलतू बाबा।
किसकी? आपकी अगली जन्म की बीवी।
हाँ।
इस जन्म में क्या है, वो सेटिंग है क्या?
इस जन्म में वो फेवरेट एक्ट्रेस है बस।
नहीं सेटिंग कर लो, चलेगा।
तुम लोग सभी विषय से भटक गए। अभी दीपा तू बताएगी नहीं तो मैं चुप नहीं रहूंगी।
अरे तो ये लोग बात करने देंगे, मैं बताऊँ। ये आलतू बाबा मुझे बात ही नहीं करने देता। आलतू बाबा मैं कुछ बोलूँ?
हाँ बोलो प्लीज।
हाँ, it's a very interesting question and in fact अभी recently मैंने पहले भी देखा था वो मूवी, फिर से मैंने देखा the NRI perspective, the movie namesake. It's one of the very nice movies actually. कैसे like we are always like divided. I mean मैं अपनी बात करूँगी, लेकिन क्योंकि आधा मेरा मन हमेशा इंडिया में रहता है, आधा like I want best of both worlds, which is not possible. वहाँ के food and all that, I need that. And यहाँ का cleanliness ये भी चाहिए, तो वो दोनों तो possible नहीं है. And also I feel that today's as a parent मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि instilling good values in kids is very very tough. And क्योंकि that's what I struggle with. क्योंकि जैसे हम लोग बड़े हुए like middle class या फिर कुछ भी मतलब छोटी छोटी खुशियाँ जो दिवाली पे हमें तोहफे मिलते थे, like बर्थडे पे जो टॉयज मिलते थे या कपड़ा मिलता था, so we used to cherish that and we used to look forward and pocket money save करके खुद से कुछ लेने का. आजकल मतलब हम लोग खुद ही इंक्लूडिंग मी भी स्पॉइल और कभी भी कुछ भी ले लो, मतलब कोई किसी मतलब जन्मदिन का ऐसा कुछ वैल्यू नहीं रहता. मतलब अगर कुछ अच्छा लगा वीकेंड पे गए ले लिया. And like and also other things like valuing the things what we have. That वो मैं बहुत ही कोशिश करती हूँ अपने बच्चों में लाने के लिए, उनको सिखाने के लिए.
Yeah, but if we don't value things that we have in our life, how will they learn?
क्या? वही मैं बोल रही हूँ ना. तो क्या होता है, पीयर प्रेशर भी हो जाता है, लेकिन बाकी फ्रेंड्स को ही देखेंगे, इधर उधर देखेंगे, उसको वो चाहिए.
जिसको समझ आ गया वो अलग बात है.
दीपा, लेकिन एक चीज है, वो मगजमारी कहाँ से हुई? That is
exactly
what you want to establish in your children's lives. लेकिन मगजमारी, I'm talking about the struggle that you have on a day-to-day basis.
No, she's saying that is the struggle.
The striking the balance is the struggle.
So she's saying that
it's very hard. It's very very hard.
So once again, so what she's saying is in her life, personal life, for her, having the cake and eating it too is a struggle. She wants the best of both worlds. It's a struggle.
God. Yeah.
You can't. She's like, why should I have a choice? I just want both worlds. I want both the things. Is what she said. Heads or tails? I want both heads.
I agree with you, Deepa.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Deepa, I totally feel your pain.
Trouble करता रहेगा.
Yes.
Actually, तेरा मगजमारी आलतू बाबा ही है. जरूरी है. तो सही है कि it is a daily struggle. It is not a.
Hey.
You can't teach this, once in a while.
Aditi, you understood what I said. That comment I made there, correct?
That's why I'm telling you.
Yes, exactly.
Actual मगजमारी of Deepa is you only.
Can be nobody else.
दीपा, तू जाके ये शो फिर से देख. जब तू शो देखेगी तो रात को 2 बजे इसको टेक्स्ट करना और उसका नोटिफिकेशन ऑफ रहेगा. से नोटिफाई एनीवे so that he gets the text.
But Deepa, thank you for sharing that, Deepa. Deepa, but the garage is clean now. Is the garage clean right now?
But is there any movie that shows that, Deepa? Any movie that shows that? that जो आपकी
Struggle की बात करो.
Struggle की बात.
हाँ, I know. Movie shows that.
Which one?
Bagban.
Like in terms of like peer pressure ना कि उसके पास वो है मतलब बच्चों का right? I mean.
नहीं Bagban.
I mean.
Hey, Bagban talks about Deepa. Bagban.
Also, guys, Swades.
No. Wherever Amitabh Bachchan shows the old man is struggle shown there.
What struggle is shown?
Yeah, the people like
देखो NRI perspective देखा जाए तो actually you should watch. मैंने बोला था पता नहीं फालतू रानी ने देखा कि नहीं उसको शायद मेरे मूवी सजेशंस अच्छे नहीं लगते. That India.
मेरे को मिला नहीं. I don't know where that is. I don't know
which one.
Which movie, Deepa? That Manisha Koirala का नया मूवी आया है ना. नया भी नहीं अभी 3-4 महीने हो गए.
OTT release.
I didn't find it.
या फिर Hulu कहीं पे Hotstar कहीं पे तो है.
It's not on Prime.
It's off of OTT by the way.
And it wasn't on Hotstar also.
Correct. Yeah.
No, it is on OTT.
This is the movie which Salman Khan promoted for her.
Which is the Great Indian Superstore or something like that. No, some.
And then it became a flop because he promoted it.
Huh?
Yeah.
It was a flop.
Yeah, people didn't go watch because Salman Khan said go watch the movie. Only Deepa watched it.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I didn't find it.
सलमान खान के फैन.
अरे मैं हिट फ्लॉप पे नहीं देखती. अगर मुझे देखना है मैं देखती हूँ और मुझे अच्छा लगा तो मुझे अच्छा लगा.
Okay, माफ कर दें दीपा. दीपा चाय पिया आपने?
Watch जुग जियो दीपा.
चाय बना के पिलाऊं मैं आपको.
तेरे को पैसे मिले क्या उस पिक्चर को प्रमोट करने के लिए? जुग जियो.
यार देखो don't जले पे नमक मत छिड़ाओ अभी. छिड़को प्लीज विभा जी.
क्यों?
हाँ already गुस्से में है दीपा already. Deepa, I will take back whatever I said right now, okay? I'll take it back, okay?
Why?
अच्छे मूड में आएंगी ना at least.
अच्छा वैसे.
आपने कॉल करेगी फिर से वो छेड़ूंगा अलग बात है.
अरे तो that movie shows it.
उसमें बहुत सुंदर से दिखाया गया है like you know again so everybody follows the crowd. मतलब इधर मोनोटोनस कैसे हो जाता है NRIs का लाइफ बहुत अच्छे से दिखाया गया है like weekend पे party and like very like same old. And how people forget their dreams and aspirations when they had in college. इधर आके like especially wives, उनकी तो दुनिया ही बदल जाती है. जो husband कहेगा वही होगा या फिर you know they have shown it very well.
I know.
And बाद में जैसे मनीषा की एक और friend मिलती है from college और उसका financial status अलग रहता है and how they treat her. They have shown it very well.
Nice. So Faltuni is going to watch it right now for sure today. Her whole project that only. Trying to look for the movie and watching it.
No, there was one such
Yeah, it
movie.
sounds very interesting.
Yes, Deepa. Very interesting, Deepa. I'll watch it for sure.
Wait, now there was one movie. I don't know if it was Shobana in that movie, but there was like an English movie that came out a while ago.
Could be a copy
in
of that.
2001 or 2.
Oh.
And this was a movie which talked about this homemaker. She's a mom, and the humdrum life and the monotony of the mom, and how
Yes. Mitra. I think it is Mitra.
Mitra, yeah.
Mitra friend or something, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Mitra, my friend, 2002 film. Yeah.
There's a song that no Humdrum Mere.
Hey, thu.
What?
Just what?
He's talking about English humdrum.
Okay, I want to make you smile and laugh, Deepa.
Hey, Falturani, एक class शुरू कर रहा तू English का.
Hey, Deepa, I want to make you smile and laugh, Deepa. You're so angry that time. That's why. Yeah. Hey, but I heard recognize somebody listening to all this from India, Rupani ji, Raju Rupani ji. He's complaining that he's not able to get through WhatsApp. For some reason.
आप हमें WhatsApp message भेज दीजिए सर नीचे.
यहाँ पे इतना ट्रैफिक जाम है कैसे?
नहीं, I think there's something to do with Indian. नहीं, आपकी नहीं Indian somehow we're not able to get the Indian callers on for some reason. It's not your fault, don't worry. We do have we have multiple lines we can try line, but we'll fix it for you, Raju Rupani ji. Of course, for sure you can join us all the way from India.
आप 408-912 पे डायल मत करिए सर. ये जो यहाँ पे एक नंबर आएगा, स्क्रोली पे नंबर आ रहा है, उस नंबर पे फर्स्ट WhatsApp करिए and we will send you the number to get on the video
link
call.
To get on to it, yeah.
We will send you the link. कैसे आप
+1 करना चाहिए +1.
हाँ +1 कर दीजिएगा. आप और आपकी बीवी आ सकते हैं साथ में.
हाँ लेकिन but I just wanted to क्या?
She said +1 कर देना.
Okay. Anyway, this particular movie is called Mitra. It was a very nice movie.
Okay, Deepa, she's got to watch this movie again for you. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually like it's a very nice movie. I think.
Okay, Faltuni, does it actually talk about MAGAJMARI today? It does. You're saying yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It talks a lot about, as far as my memory goes, she loses her house or something, and something doesn't happen.
Wow.
But there are a lot of movies on this.
Yeah, how sometimes how ironic ना क्योंकि किसी का मगजमारी ये का मतलब for others it might be very small thing like लेकिन वो उनको उससे बाहर आने के लिए नहीं होता कभी-कभी like the whole life.
Like how Variti talked about before you came on, Deepa, she said levels are different for everybody. That's very true. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Like the English movie, like you know, for her, like proving the good that she is other than a housewife was the struggle throughout life to her husband. English में जैसे उसको मतलब.
That's true. But you know, English I felt was I don't know. It had. No, it wasn't sad. For me, it didn't. A lot of the stuff was like mind your language. They incorporated a lot of those kinds of elements into that movie.
Right. But Faltunai, the way that her daughter or her kids and her husband kind of like made fun of her and demeaned her, that was kind of
correct. They said, yeah, that's too much.
That movie taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
when I watched that
was
movie,
painful to watch.
And that kid.
So I think the most accurate depiction of like you know जो यहाँ पे आते हैं हम लोग एक India से एक cultural our kids call it baggage. No, seriously. जो एक mindset के साथ हम लोग आते हैं यहाँ पे बच्चे लोग पैदा करते हैं and the kids go out and date because they're growing up in the American culture. उस movie में बहुत अच्छी तरह से दिखाया है how the disconnect starts to happen between the mom and daughter because daughter wants to date, mom doesn't. Mom is like you got to take your time, blah blah blah, and then finally the mom finds a refuge. And you know, husband and wife also are disconnected from each other to a great extent because they're leading their own lives. And then
you should do a program, Falguni. This is a beautiful topic.
Yeah. And
this is like multiple personalities.
Yeah.
That you're forced to do.
Yeah. So the movie is very nicely done where she finally seeks refuge in an internet chat room. And she finds a mitra.
Wait, which movie are we talking about now?
Mitra.
You talked about Sridevi right now.
No, I'm talking about Mitra. I'm not
going back to Sridevi right now.
I'm not going back to Sridevi. I'm talking about Shobana's movie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was a very nice.
She actually is giving Pila for you guys reading something on Wikipedia.
Yeah. No, I remember. I want to read the story.
There's Namesake also.
No,
that's what Deepa's talking about. Namesake.
Namesake is also nice. I saw Namesake
recently.
It's
really
Wonderful, Deepa. Excellent, nice choice. And of course, I hope you can actually solve all your MAGAJMARIs right now today. And I hope the garage is empty. But please don't push the Gopal into garage, okay? He's a nice guy.
Yes. I have to clean my garage too, Deepa.
So you want to borrow Gopal for that, is it?
No. I'll do mine myself, but it's
yeah, but why is TMI for us? No, why you want to tell us that? Yeah, it's okay.
God.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Deepa really felt a little bit what?
Yeah. But anyway, ये मगजमारी तो चलती रहेगी हर रोज हमारे बीच और आलतू बाबा और दीपा के बीच और आलतू बाबा के और विभा जी के बीच.
No, never. I can't. Deepa only is one person.
बहुत दिनों के बाद विभा जी से बात हुई.
Deepa shallow हो गई. Deepa.
Viva, are you sure these guys are all your friends? Like, are you sure?
I hope so. In my heart, they are.
In your heart, they are what?
My friends.
That's true.
Okay.
No, but
you're quiet. Also, was like, I'm not a friend.
No, why? Who said?
अरे मेरा कट हो रहा है मैं रखती हूँ okay
चलो thank you so much for calling guys thank you so much have a beautiful fantastic evening and of course Manajan
thank you Aditi
हम आपको बताना चाहते हैं कि जो हर रोज हम डील करते हैं हमारे स्ट्रगल्स के साथ वो जो मगजमारी है वो तो रहेगी अगर वो मगजमारी नहीं है तो जिंदगी नहीं है राइट बस उससे कैसे डील करना है एंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स अगर हम हमारी जो मगजमारी है जैसे हम लोग उसके साथ डील कर रहे हैं अगर हम औरों के साथ शेयर करें जैसे आज दीपा जी ने शेयर किया अदिति जी ने शेयर किया मोहम्मद मचन साहब ने शेयर किया विभा जी ने शेयर किया एंड मैनी पीपल हु आर लिसनिंग एंड कमेंटिंग आल्सो ऑन फेसबुक एंड यूट्यूब जिन्होंने शेयर किया शायद किसी को कोई रास्ता सूझ सकता है कि इफ दे आर डीलिंग विद अ सिचुएशन जहाँ पे उनको ओवरवेलमिंग लग सकता है, राइट, दे माइट बी एबल टू फाइंड अ वे आउट। एंड हमारी फिल्मों में जो दिखाया जाता है, हम बस वही कहना चाहते हैं कि rather than making movies that are so far removed from reality, आप ऐसी movies बनाइए। और जिंदगी में तो solutions मिलना मुश्किल है एंड हमें खुद ढूंढना पड़ता है, लेकिन अगर आप अच्छे अच्छे solutions के बारे में creatively, आप इतना हम पैसा देते हैं आपको देखने के लिए, कोई solution निकाल के मूवी बनाएंगे तो हम लोग भी उससे बेनिफिट हो सकते हैं, राइट। करोड़ों लोग हैं जो देखते हैं हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, जो तेलुगु फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, सब देखते हैं। इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग द हीरोइंस गायरेटिंग टू just songs, or you know, like, or heroes, क्या बोला तू, he's a Liger movie, whatever, all that the movie is about is his 6-pack, is it, or 8-pack, something like that. Instead of making movies about that, why don't you make movies which are relatable, which talk to us and give solutions to real life problems. वो हम कहना चाहते हैं। तो इसी थॉट के साथ हम आपको छोड़े जाएंगे। हम मिलेंगे आपसे फिर कल राइट हियर ऑन रेडियो डे हॉरीज। तब तक के लिए कीप इट हॉट, कीप इट रियल एंड कीप इट फ्रेश। गुड नाइट, शबा खैर एंड प्यार भरा।
Listening to Radio D Hotties, powered by Mahima Creations.
Hello friends, I'm the water tank in Muchiwalu village. I've been around since many years, but not one soul has done anything for me. Everyone here is just bothered about themselves. Some see me as a suicide spot. Some see me as a platform to woo the villagers and become the next MLA. I'll tell you all about it.
Watch Ma Neela Tank, a Z5 Telugu original series. Streaming now. Also available in Tamil. Subscribe to Z5 now.
इडली वड़े दोसे
Boss, what are today's specials?
సెమ్మా స్వాగ్ ధోల్ యాక్షన్ కేకా మ్యూజిక్ చాడి పొడి మూవీస్ తోపు తలాస్ సూపర్ స్టార్స్ అల్లు అర్జున్ జూనియర్ ఎన్టీఆర్ అజిత్ కుమార్ అనుష్క శెట్టి కాజల్ అగర్వాల్ ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ బంగారు రాజు స్పైడర్ వలిమై గరుడ గమన వృషభవాన్ మెర్సల్ అనంతం.
Wow, super! Z5 brings you South Express. 1000+ movies, 100+ originals and more in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam. Streaming now on Z5. From the makers of Pictures and Tripling comes yet another heartwarming tale.
बच्चे माँ के पास रहेंगे, कह दिया तो कह दिया।
बाप के पास नहीं रह सकते क्या? पैसे हैं तुम्हारे पास?
तो 1 साल दे दो, कुछ कमा लूंगी और ले जाऊंगी उन्हें।
A devoted mother and a spirited entrepreneur set out to challenge social stigmas.
वंडर अचार से आए हम अचार लेके।
TVF brings you Saas Bahu Achar Private Limited. Streaming now on Z5. Subscribe now. Did you hear about Manu?
I heard some neighbors gossiping about it.
Shh, talk softly. It's shameful. Going door to door to sell it. Going against her in-laws, the society.
Really? What is she selling?
It's a condom. Huh? Will Manu be able to convince this orthodox small town to accept the importance of condoms? Find out in Janhit Mein Jari. Premieres July 15th only on Z5. Subscribe now.
हर 24 साल में एक बार यमलोक से एक आत्मा मृत्युलोक पर आती है। इस बार वो आत्मा भंगार राजू की आत्मा है।
A mega Telugu blockbuster that smashed box office records, featuring superstar Nagarjuna and his son Naga Chaitanya. Bangaraju, a colorful must-watch family entertainer. Now in Hindi. Streaming now, only on Z5. Subscribe now.
Hi, this is Akshay Kumar and you are listening to me on Radio D Hotties with Altu Baba and Paltu Rani, where entertainment keeps getting hotter.